Surely you know that the Virgin of Guadalupe is the most important religious symbol in Mexico and one of the most powerful images in Latin America, which is why it is striking that a person went with explosives and tried to destroy her representation. It was the morning of November 14th, 1921. A man arrives at the basilica built in honor of the Virgin of Guadalupe. He approaches the altar that is at the foot of the sacred image of Lupita, leaves a bouquet of flowers and quickly walks away until he leaves the building. Then a roar sounds that reminds the parishioners who gather at that time in Mexico City. An explosion at the feet of the Virgin of Guadalupe destroys part of the altar. Frightened, devotees approach to see the image that was barely protected by glass and is intact. Then they go out into the street to look for the iconoclaston. This is Luciano Perez Carpio, who receives a beating from everyone present. At that very moment, many suspected that the real intellectual author was the president of Mexico, Álvaro Obregón. Why did you think this? Because after the Mexican Revolution, an attempt was made to appease the power exercised by the Catholic Church over the state. Although it has never been proven with reliable evidence that there was a link between the Mexican state and this attack, it is accused that the government at the time had a certain tolerance for this fact. Years later, Obregón left his house to go eat at a restaurant in Mexico City. While he was walking, he did not notice that a person was approaching. It was a member of the National League for Religious Defense, who was armed. His name was José León Toral, a cartoonist who fired accurate shots at the former president, leaving them dead in the middle of Mexico City. For many devotees of Guadalupe, this constituted an act of revenge for the attack that they attributed to the former president. If you want to know more about arts, science, culture, heritage and history, follow us on tierraculta.cl.